Okay, so we're starting today with some sad news, actually. The actor Rick Hurst passed away recently at 79.
Yeah, tough news.
And look, many of you will immediately picture Deputy Cletus Hogg from the Dukes of Hazzard, an absolutely iconic role.
Absolutely unforgettable character for so many people.
But here's the thing, and this is what we want to get into today. While Cletus is huge, it's really just one part of this incredible four-decade career he had.
Exactly. It's fascinating, isn't it, how one role can sometimes, well, overshadow such a diverse body of work.
Right.
So, our kind of mission today is to shed light on that full picture. Explore how an actor makes that lasting, indelible mark, not just with one big hit, but across everything they do and who they are as a person.
Totally. Because you might know him as, the slightly goofy, always good-hearted Deputy Cletus. He was on the show from, what, 1980 to 83?
That's right. Often playing off Boss Hogg, his cousin. Great dynamic there.
Yeah, but his career stretched way beyond Hazzard County. I mean, even before Dukes, back in the 70s, he was already popping up everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. His early guest spots really show his range. Think about it. You've got comedies like Sanford and Son, completely different feel, right?
Right. Sharp writing there.
And then something lighter like The Partridge Family,
Right.
family sitcom territory. But then he could switch gears completely. He did M*A*S*H
Which is huge. Dramatic, comedic, all of it.
and even Gunsmoke,
Yeah.
a classic Western. That's versatility. These weren't just walk-on parts either. He was showing real adaptability.
And it wasn't only TV. He transitioned to film pretty smoothly, too.
Yeah.
Got some really memorable roles in big pictures.
Yeah, like Steel Magnolias. I mean, holding your own in that ensemble cast.
Seriously. Powerhouse actresses everywhere. He brought this grounded quality to it.
He did. And then something totally different again, like The Karate Kid Part 3.
Right. Showing another side entirely.
And films like Venomous later on, too.
Yeah.
It just underlines that he wasn't just, playing Cletus variations. He was building distinct characters.
Which kind of brings up a question, doesn't it? How does an actor who becomes so famous for one specific role, especially a comedic one like Cletus,
Mm.
how do they manage to avoid being typecast forever and keep getting such different work for decades?
Well, part of it is that genuine range we've been talking about. But I think maybe the industry also just sort of knew he could deliver more.
Yeah, maybe quietly respected his talent beyond the obvious.
And look, he did revisit Cletus later on in the reunion movies, the Dukes of Hazzard reunion and Hazzard in Hollywood.
Right, which shows he had affection for the role and the fans.
Exactly. Which speaks volumes about him personally, I think, and that connects to his off-screen legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything you read about him points to him being just a really kind, generous guy, especially with fans. He seemed to genuinely appreciate them.
That really matters, doesn't it? It's a reminder that legacy isn't just the characters you play. It's also about the person you are.
For sure.
And you see that impact continuing, too. His son, Ryan Hurst.
Oh, yeah. Great actor.
Fantastic actor. You know him from Sons of Anarchy, intense role there, or Remember the Titans.
Right.
It's pretty amazing how that talent, that dedication can carry on through a family.
It really is.
So it brings us back to that bigger question, maybe for you listening too. What does it really mean to leave an indelible mark as an actor? Is it just that one iconic character everyone remembers? Or is it the whole tapestry, all the different roles, the decades of work, the kind of person you were, maybe even the legacy you pass on?
That's a great point. And maybe what this all means for you is just remembering that the faces and roles we know best, they're often just the starting point.
The tip of the iceberg.
Exactly. There's usually this much richer, deeper story underneath about hard work, about range, about who they were. It shows that a real legacy in this business is often way more complicated and frankly more interesting than it looks on the surface.